Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. The goal with the position or the posture is always to find something both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice because that will just be a distraction. Your mind will go to your body and you're worried about how your back feels or how your foot feels. You just want to find something comfortable to alleviate that issue immediately. You also want to find something sturdy because being sturdy allows us to be present. It really helps with telling the body we are here. We're not going somewhere else. We're not leaning into the future. We're right here for this moment's sake, not for the next. So a sense of stability really helps. Sitting in a chair works nicely. Of course, sitting in a formal meditation posture works really well. Just find what works for you. Now, it is an option to either keep your eyes closed or open during this practice, but it's up to you. And if you prefer to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. But if you prefer to keep your eyes open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe just looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze in the middle, looking softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy seated position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze looking softly yet clearly downwards. Let this moment happen. Really. Whatever sounds you are hearing, body sensations being felt, smells, tastes, and even thoughts, let them happen. Allow this moment to be exactly as it already is. Release the attempt to gain something from meditation. We're not gaining or seeking the future. We're settling in here and now for no reason at all. There's nothing to learn. Everything new and fresh is right here, already complete. But you may notice that being here isn't so easy because the mind thinking keeps trying to take you away. It wants you to plan, to worry, to judge, compare, fantasy, not presence. So, a way to help our minds to orient, or rather our attention to orient to this moment, we bring our attention to the breath, the gentle rising and falling rhythm of breathing. It only happens now. So, gently follow the in breath and follow the out breath, rising and falling. Let it be your anchor to this moment. And if you're normal, I'm probably interrupting you thinking, already lost again. So when you notice that you're lost in thought, your task actually is very simple. Gently return to the breath. And I mean gently. We're not forcing anything. We're gently following the breath, rising and falling. Stop planning. Return to the breath. gently rising and falling. And don't expect your thoughts to be quiet in order to notice the breath. We allow thinking to come and go. As Shrinyu Suzuki says, during practice, we leave the front door and the back door of our minds completely open. We let thoughts come and go as they please. Just don't serve them any tea, because then they will want to stay. Come back right here. Return to the breath. This moment. What returns to the breath? What sits here? All right, you can look at the screen. I'd like to actually do this little talk with I would like to share with you a comment that I recently got because it's important concerning this channel moving forward. It says, "Hi Nathan, I'm writing this just after finishing today's practice. Thank you for sharing it with us. It was beautiful, or simply what it was, without labels. I've been meditating with your videos since around July 2024, and I'd say that I've followed them about 85% of the days since. They've helped me immensely. My anxiety and overthinking have decreased so much, and I'm truly grateful. Lately, though, I've noticed the practices feel a bit repetitive, and they don't seem to have the same impact. I know it's part of the process, not expecting anything and approaching each session with a fresh mind, but it's been a bit hard to feel that sense of presence. Is this a normal part of staying consistent with meditation over time? Or is there a way to reframe the experience when this happens? Thank you again for your generosity and presence. Wishing you a beautiful day." Wonderful. Thank you so much, first off, for those wonderful words. I'm so glad that this channel has been of any use to you. I think I've made, well, let's say, I come from the tradition, Zen, yeah? And in Zen, there's a reason they say that it's a mistake to open your mouth. It's a mistake to keep talking. Because there's the thing of just talking about practice and doing it. Now, I've set up these meditations to do every single day because the whole purpose of the every single day thing is that repetition is key here with practice. And to do it every day is really important. It's really important for this practice. Not as like an arduous task, but like as just a return, a constant return, a constant return, a constant return, a repetition, a coming back. Because then your life begins to flower that way. But me posting a video every day and doing a separate talk every day, on the one hand, there's really nothing new to talk about because the practice is always the same. It is always the same. It's the same thing. It's the same issues that we keep bumping into. The practice is simple. Thinking, attachment to thoughts, and identifying with thoughts leads to a life of confusion and suffering. Learning to leave thoughts alone begins to open your life to reality as it is before thinking arises, not being used by thinking anymore. It's that simple. There's different ways to approach it, but repetition is inevitable. Now, the mistake I think I've made here is, on the one hand, I want to share what it means to have a daily practice, which is why I show up every day for you. And for myself, of course. But on the other hand, there's the danger of only using this video, the daily guided meditations on the attentive mind, to practice. Which would be a great disservice to you. The intention of the attentive mind really is to show you how to practice and for you to do it on your own. Coming back as a reference, coming back maybe as a refresher, coming back to be reminded. But if you don't know how to practice on your own, and you're only relying on guided meditations, if you're relying on an internet connection for you to have a genuine practice, then you won't ever be practicing. Because real practice is silence. It's about this, right here, with the internet off. Where are you? It's about this moment. And it's easy to get involved and like go to the meditation practice and then think that that's it. I wanted to be a service, a way for people to go from zero meditation to one, go from zero to one, from never meditating, never happening before to actually doing it, to learn how to do it. My intention is not for you, of course, to show up to this channel every day. It is to take what you're learning here and do it on your own. And maybe I haven't emphasized that enough. So it can be a confusion. And then also with the, to answer your question about repetition, not only is it, of course, repetitive, it's because you're following, in my opinion, and from my experience, this is what I would do. I would listen to Eckhart Tolle for like 3 months and just love it. And then after a while, Eckhart Tolle kind of got, I get it. So I'd move on to Muji. Yeah, okay, I get it. I move on to Papaji. I move into Zen talk. I move into that person talk. I switch around from teacher to teacher because what am I looking for? A new good feeling, insight. But that's not the practice. The practice is a direct experience before thinking arises. Seeking more talk, seeking different ideas, that should show you that you're following your mind and you're not practicing. Practice, if you feel repetitive in practice, that's actually a normal. Now that I think about it out loud, you could feel repetitive in practice even if you do practice on your own, not just these meditations. In fact, doing it over and over and over again, your mind will just be like, dude, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? That can happen too. So I guess there's 2 ways of answering your question. 1, please don't rely on these meditations. You can rely on them to the extent that they help you learn to bring it into your own life. And then you can, of course, always ask me a question that will help you move it into your own life. But on the other hand, it is extraordinarily normal to have a repetitive feeling of practice because it is repetitive. In fact, that's the key to practice. You'll start to get bored, but you investigate that boredom. You investigate that feeling of repetition, this needing to get something new, needing to get some insight. And if your sense of presence has failed because you haven't seen anything new, leave it alone. Just return to the practice. The practice itself isn't about giving you some special experience. It's about learning to leave thinking alone. And when you do that sufficiently, everything is new. There's no feeling of needing something new because it's just this. And this is beyond old and new. It's endless. So that's the answer I hope that answers your question. You don't want to seek something new for your mind. Be careful not just following this next thing. And if these meditation sessions are getting repetitive, first off, that's normal. But on the other hand, I wanted to use your question to make this further point of please practice on your own. Let this channel just be a tool, not the thing. It's like that definition between giving somebody a fish or a fishing rod. I want this to be a fishing rod for you. I want this to be a thing that you can use to help to really bring into your own life, not to come back to this channel over and over again all the time. I want it to be a use to bring this beautiful practice into your own life. And so, that being said, don't be surprised if one day soon that these daily guided meditations are no longer daily, where they still show up multiple times a week, and at a regular schedule, but maybe not necessarily every day, to promote self-practice, to promote doing it every day, and not relying on an internet connection for your own practice. Now, I haven't said anything about this yet. I'm not making some official thing. I'm just saying, just planting this a little bit. Just know that this isn't forever. In fact, if this channel is really going to be a help for you, it needs to turn into directions that are more practice-oriented, more about practice itself, like separate videos. So currently I'm working on a video, a simple one that will help you just to practice on your own, a basic practice. Now, it's not even close to done, but I want this channel to be a real use to people and a real use to meditators. So things are about to change a little bit. And I really wanted to use this question as a way to share this with you, to share that it can be, to caution against being so, relying on this practice as the daily guided meditations as your practice itself, but also a way to tell you that this channel is evolving. Not for me, but hopefully for you, to promote practice on your own and to be a source for your own practice. Because again, the attentive mind is not your practice. These daily guided meditations should not be your practice. You are your practice. Your own time. This is here to help. This is here to move you in the direction. But see if you can ever, even if you do this every day, just start to take what you learn and just go 5 minutes and practice on your own. See what you can learn without a voice in your head, without somebody guiding you and holding your hand. Free fall. Learn about your own mind. Don't use this as like a way to feel good. So, that being said, like I said, there's no official announcement. Only this channel will change. It will move. The daily guided meditations will never end, but the dailiness of them will probably change at some point. In lieu of other videos, of other kind of things, maybe even courses, maybe even retreats, videos to help the practice, videos to help things that are common issues in practice, maybe even live things. So, I know it's a little bit of an announcement, and it is. I just want you to know where I'm coming from and where I'm trying to take this place and how I want you to use this channel, if you can. Because what I really care about over everything, and I know this is corny, I don't mean it to be corny, I don't really care about this channel at all. I care about your own practice. I care about you practicing. I care about the world learning about this thing. And not just brushing it aside as some Eastern crap or, some weird thing that only, I can't meditate, that's not my mind, that kind of thing. I want people to actually practice. That's the goal. And if I can spend my life doing that, I will. So, anyway, I know I ranted there. But I appreciate, of course, all of you who have shown up, and especially to the questioner who has been here for a year. Wonderful. It's so wonderful. And that this has been a help to you there's nothing better than that. It's nothing better than that. The mind is at the basis of everything we do, So it is essentially the only thing worth looking at, really. So as always, thank you for showing up. And as always, thank you for your attention. But maybe not as always. I'll see you tomorrow.